The Fujifilm X-S20 is the follow-up to the popular X-S10, the first of Fuji's cameras to bring some of the best features of the XT series into a smaller, cheaper package. The X-S20 is the second camera in this series, and the focus points are the small size, new high-capacity batteries, and more tools for video creators. Is this the camera for you? Find out after a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by Ridge, the wallet redefined. Give your aching rear a break and ditch that bulky old wallet full of stuff you don't need and move to a sleek new Ridge wallet made of aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber, or even specialty finishes like 18-karat gold or Damascus steel. It takes up little more room than a credit card, has RFID blocking technology to protect your valuable information, and comes with a lifetime warranty. Ridge wallets hold up to 12 cards, and you can customize them with the included cash strap or money clip. Check out their daily drive combos that pair a killer wallet with a matching key case that gives you similar minimalism for up to 6 of your keys. Visit ridgewallet.com/Dustin Abbott and use code DustinAbbott to get 10% off your order plus free shipping worldwide. The X-S20 looks extremely similar to the X-S10 before it. It is similar in size, which is 5 inches by 3.4 inches by 2.6 inches, or 128 by 85 by 65 millimeters, and weighs 1.1 pounds or 491 grams, with the battery and memory card inserted. The only external change is the addition of a headphone monitoring jack on the right side of the camera and one extra mode on the mode dial. If you look deeper, however, you discover that the battery inside the grip has been upgraded to the larger 2200 mAh battery found in their higher-end cameras and is rated for more than double the shots and recording time of the X-S10. The 3-inch articulating LCD has received a resolution bump to 1.84 million dots, though the viewfinder remains a little under-spec'd for this class of camera. Touch functionality on the LCD screen remains more limited than competing brands. Hidden behind the LCD screen is a port for attaching Fuji's new Fan 001 accessory that provides active cooling during video capture. Another new accessory is the BT1 Bluetooth grip that allows remote control over basic functions like record and zoom. The in-body image stabilization has been improved to an impressive 7 stops of stabilization, and I've been impressed by how well Fuji stabilization works. The additional mode on the top-mounted mode dial is a dedicated vlog mode, which adds on-screen options for some common video creator features like product priority focus mode, background defocus, and a self-timer for video start, among other options. The camera controls are more streamlined than Fuji's more analog-style controls on the XT series, but the camera handles fine and is generally fun to use while being nicely compact. On paper, the autofocus is largely unchanged. We still have 425 selectable phase detect autofocus points spread across the frame, but the new X-Processor 5 engine doubles the processing speed and adds deep AI learning along with an updated focus algorithm. The end result is a more sophisticated autofocus experience that tracks more subjects and does a better job in almost every autofocus task for both video and stills. I had good focus results, and while I still see a bit more stepping in focus pulls than I do on Canon or Sony bodies, the autofocus gap is slowly closing. I was able to get precision focus even shooting at f1.2 on the X-S20. One significant area of improvement is in buffer depth, and the X-S20 can deliver up to 1,000 plus JPEGs or compressed RAW images at 8 frames per second in the mechanical shutter, or up to 256 JPEGs or 79 compressed RAW images at 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter. There are significant upgrades to video performance, including an increase to 6.2K at 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second at 4K in either DCI or UHD crops. F-Log2 is available with over 14 stops of dynamic range. You can also output 12-bit RAW via HDMI to an Atomos or Blackmagic external recorder. The camera is being targeted to vloggers and does offer a lot of impressive video-specific features, including the ability to use all 19 of Fuji's film simulations during recording. The X-S20 can also be used as a webcam without additional software. And finally, there is now no video recording time limit either. This is a very nice compact video camera. There's nothing particularly new on the imaging side of things. We have the same 26 megapixel X-Trans sensor as before, and the behavior of the sensor is pretty much identical to what I've seen in previous applications. The sensor has good dynamic range, not quite as good as Sony, however, though I do always find using Fuji's DR200 and DR400 modes at ISO 320 and ISO 640 respectively to be useful ways of adding dynamic range. You can find out more about this in my text review. The camera delivers fairly clean images at up to ISO 6400, and ISO 12800 can be used in certain applications, like this monochrome shot in Acros. The sensor showed good color consistency at higher ISO values, without color shift or banding. Fuji's color science remains excellent, and I really like the overall look of images taken on the X-S20. Their film simulations are a particular treat for those who prefer to shoot JPEGs and not do much editing. There aren't a lot of obvious upgrades here, but it all adds up to a significantly improved camera that has a lot of good things going on. It does come at a price, however, as the MSRP has increased to $1,299 US, which is $300 higher than the X-S10. That means that there is now only a $400 difference between the X-S20 and the X-T5, whereas the difference between the X-S10 and the X-T4 was $700. But not everyone wants the larger size, more complex controls, or higher resolution of the X-T5. And if that sounds like you, the X-S20 may just be the perfect little camera for you. I'm Dustin Abbott, and you can find the link to my full text review in the description below. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and let the light in.